enough of you young fellows who think you know it all. You know nothing. You have not seen a shot fired, and you're waving the damn flag.
Frank, what's up, man? Watching some bullshit on the news. Fucking bullshit. Reporters trying to win the fucking Emmy.
Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. It's the makeshift, the Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself via live telecast. Coming live from my own funeral. Beautiful weather offered a nice shine, which is suitable for a full view of a forever altered skyline. It's times like these I freestyle biased opinions. Every other sentence, my journalist ethics slip when I pass them off as objective. Don't give me that ethical shit. I've got exclusive explicit images to present to impressionable American kids, and it's time to show this world how big our edifice is. That's exactly what they attacked when a typically dark-skinned Disney villain used civilians against civilians and charged the Trojan horses into our buildings. Using commercial aviation as instruments of destruction. Pregnant women couldn't protect their children. Wheelchairs were stairway obstructions. I have to backpedal from the shower of glass and metal, wondering how after it settles we'll find who provided power to radical rebels. The melting pot seems to be calling the kettle black when it boils over, but only on our own soil. So the little boy holds a toy soldier and waits for the suit and tie to come home. We won't wait till he's older before we destroy hopes for a colder war to end. I get a close-up of his head. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. How's my hair look? Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Run that tape back. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. It looks just like a movie. It's the makeshift, the Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself while the stock markets crash. The city is covered in inches of muck. I see some other pictures of victims are up. Grieving mothers are thinking their children are stuck. Leaping lovers are making decisions to jump while holding hands to escape the brutal heat, sometimes in groups of three. The fallout goes far beyond the toxic clouds where people look like debris. But all they saw after all was said, beyond the talking heads, was the bloody dust with legs looking like the Walking Dead calling for meds. But all the hospitals are overwhelmed. Volunteers need to go the hell home. Moments of silence for firefighters were interrupted by cell phones. Who's gonna make that call to increase an unknown death toll? It's the one we rally behind. He's got a megaphone promising to make heads roll. We cheer him on, but asbestos is affecting our breath control. The less we know, the more they fabricate, the easier it is to sell souls.
There is a new price on freedom, so buy into it while supplies last. Changes need to be made. No more curbside baggage. 7 p.m. curfew. Racial profiling will continue with less bitching. We've unified over who to kill, so until I find more relevant scripture to quote, remember, our God is bigger, stronger, smarter, and much wealthier. So wave those flags with pride, especially the white part.
We're selling addictive 24-hour candlelight vigils in TVs. Freedom will be defended at the cost of civil liberties. The viewers are glued to television screens, stuck, cause lots of things seem too sick. I use opportunities to pluck heartstrings for theme music. I show you which culture to pump your fist at, which foot is right to kiss. We don't really know who the culprit is yet, but he looks like this. We know who the heroes are, they're not the xenophobes who act hard. We taught that dog to squat, how dare we do that shit in our own backyard? They happen to scar our financial state and char our landscape. Can you count how many times so far I ran back the same damn tape while the cameraman creates news and shoves it down our throats on the West Bank with a 10-second clip put on constant loop to provoke US angst? So get your tanks and load your guns and hold your sons in a family huddle, cause even if we win this tug of war and even the score, humanity struggles. There's a need of blood for what's been uncovered under the rubble. Some of them dug for answers in the mess, but the rest were looking for trouble. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. It's the makeshift, the Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself. Don't wave your rights with your flags.
Tell
want to find out anything, I'm not going to read Time magazine. I'm not going to read Newsweek. I'm not going to read any of these magazines. I mean, because they just got too much to lose by printing the truth. You know that.
What kinds of truths are they using?
On anything, even on a worldwide basis. They just go off the stands in a day if they printed really the truth.
What is really the truth?
Really the truth is just a plain picture.
It's been a long and lonely trip, but I'm glad I took it, because it was well worth it. Got to read a couple books and do some research before I reached my verdict. Never thought that I was perfect, always thought that I had a purpose. I used to wonder if I'd live to see my first kiss. The most difficult thing that I did was recite my own words at a service, realizing the person I was addressing probably wasn't looking down from heaven. Cooking up something in Hell's Kitchen, trying to listen in or eavesdrop from some other dimension. It was self-serving, just like this is. Conveniently religious, on Easter Sunday and on Christmas, the television went from being a babysitter to a mistress. Technology made it easy for us to stay in touch while keeping a distance, so we just stayed distant and never touched. Now all we do is text too much. I don't remember much from my youth, maybe my memory is repressed, or I just spent too much time wondering if I'd live to have sex. I fell in love for the first time in 4th grade, but I didn't have the courage to talk to her. In 8th grade, I wrote the note and slipped it in somebody else's locker. Considered killing myself because of that. It was a big deal. It was a blown cover. It was over for me. My goose was cooked. Stick a fork in me. The jig is up. Blew my chances. The rest is history. Our future was torn asunder. It became abundantly clear I was only brought here to suffer. At least I didn't include my name. Thankfully, I wrote the whole note in code, and it had 10 layers of Scotch tape safety seal, making it impossible to open. Plus, it was set to self-destruct. Whoever read it probably died laughing. I wonder if they lived long enough to realize what happened. A year later, I came to understand that wasn't love that I was feeling for her. I had someone else to obsess over. I was older, I was very mature. I forged my time signature while practicing my parents' autograph, cause I was failing math. Disconnected the phone when I thought the teacher would call my home. Checked the mailbox twice a day. At the end of a long dirt road, steamed open a couple envelopes like I was in private detective mode. If you snoop around long enough for something in particular, you're guaranteed to find it. For better or worse, that's how I learned it's best to just keep some things private. It was the best of times. Was the end of times. Was the best of times. Was the end of times. Was the best of times. Was the end of times. Best of times, the end of times. I was always on deck, I was next in line. An only child with a pen and pad, writing a list of things I could never have. Walls in my house were paper thin, every squabble seemed to get deafening. If my memory served me correctly, I made it a point to avoid and forget some things. Proudly to keep from being embarrassed, never meant to upset or give grief to my parents. Kept my secrets, hidden my talents in my head, never under the mattress. Therapy couldn't break me, never learned a word that would ensure safety, so I spoke softly. Then I tiptoed off, and the door to my room was like a big old coffin. The way that it creaked when I closed it shut, anxieties peaked when it opened up, as if everything that I was thinking would be exposed. I still sleep fully clothed. It was the best of times. It was beautiful, it was brutal, it was cruel, it was business as usual, heaven, it was hell. Used to wonder if I lived to see 12. When I did, I figured that I was immortal. Loved to dance but couldn't make it to the formal. Couldn't bear watching my imaginary girlfriend bust a move with any other dudes. Tone Look was talking about a wild thing, but I was still caught up in some child things. Scared of a god who couldn't spare the rod. It was clearly a brimstone and fire thing. Pyromaniac, kleptomaniac, couldn't explain my desire to steal that fire. Now I add it to my rider, like please don't throw me in that patch of briar. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. The school counselor was clueless, cause I never skipped classes. Perfect attendance, imperfect accent, speech impediment they could never really fix. And I fake bad eyesight so I could wear glasses. Considered doing something that would cripple me. Wanted a wheelchair, wanted the sympathy, wanted straight teeth, so then came braces. 4 years of headgear helped me change faces. live long enough to have kids. Wonder if I'll live to see my kids have kids. If I do, I'ma tell them how it is. But don't listen when they tell you that these are your best years. Don't let anyone protect your ears. It's best that you hear what they don't want you to hear. Better to have pressure from peers than not have peers. Bear won't give you chest hair. Spicy food won't make it curl. When you think you got it all figured out and then everything collapses, trust me kids, it's not the end of the world.
All the people said I wouldn't last. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Laugh, 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 laugh,
I'd give a 21 gunshot salute with the toy rifle that you bought me, but it won't shoot. And all is well because there's been one too many shots. The sterile robots want to talk to me about detox. Stop the presses, there's been an update delivered via 1:30 a.m. phone call when an only half informative source talks discreetly. Meet me at the family room on the side of the intensive care unit immediately. I'll carry a tune, but the siren so loud can't hear my music. Keep free of negative thoughts, everything will be fine. We all assume that it would go back to the way things were, that it would go back to normal soon. Saw the moon in a way that I never seen it before when I looked up that night into the sky, wondering why, looking for answers. Guess I ain't asked right. I'm guessing most of y'all out there know exactly what that's like. Now tell me, what's that like? It's like a whirlwind of emotions that occurs when moms and dads fight. It's like when a girl grins, an emotion of hers that holds your arm and grabs tight. Hurl him into the ocean, one of them cold sweat heat flash types. But extreme fluctuations and temperature changes have been known to crack pipes. Crack pipes. Crack pipes. Meet me halfway and I'll go the extra length just to help you strength. Meet me at the AA meeting, needing to take more than 12 steps. Bring me to your hiding place so I can face your vice grip. I'll chisel every single monkey off your back with this ice pick. Come meet up with me on the sidelines when the game is over just to say hello. Then afterwards backstage to let me know that you enjoyed the show. And go to grandma's house for Sunday dinner. Sit at the head of the table, take away the fatal flaw you made the day before I seen you bleed. Meet me on Christmas Eve, we can fight but make up before you leave. Make visits with the rest of those who rest in pieces of my dreams. Meet me at the fork in the road where lost souls get indecisive. Meet me at the crossroads so I can have someone to walk into the light with. When I first got into magic, it was an underground phenomenon. Now everybody's like, pick a card, any card. If I shot my full load with the first hand I played, I'd be a monkey in a box hanging with the David Blaines. I'd be swimming with the sharks, mouths full of razor blades. But I'm not, I got out of that game, escape artist. I talk till I'm red in my face with strain polyps. I'll rock till I'm out of my range, then raise octaves. I play through the pain and remain conscious, refraining from commenting on the lame compliments and the petty criticisms from those who ain't accomplished even 1/5 of some of the shit I made progress with. I'm leaving naysayers stumped like rainforests. After years of pulling rabbit ears out my pants pockets, I'm not revealing any tricks of the trade. It's just there ain't no magic in the breakdown, baby.
Nothing to make almost see what I find on my life. I decided to give them a look. None of them give it a glance, and I guess that I'm sitting in the middle of an unread book. Letters are falling apart, but the sentence is sent, and the running, the wording is permanent, never been missed. It is remiss, worded and misinterpreted is running and serving a sentence of solitary confinement. Results in a death sentence is filling my running assignment. I'm just wondering where my time went. It pulled a disappearing act, and every single assistant I ever had got sorted in half.
Cause they never paid attention, but I can't afford to laugh. Cause I'm looking for my break and an autograph for my cats. But I'm short on staff, so all I ask is volunteers in the crowd show a little bit of audience participation now. When I say hip, you say shut the fuck up, we ain't saying shit. And I respect it, check it, and a flair for the dramatic exit. A fashionable entrance late to my own arraignment. Oh, the self-destructive things that I do for entertainment. My folks gave me this art, your broken heart is my palette. While I was out honing my craft, you was disowning your talent. This is why you still live at home, and I bought this house off my parents. I'm getting ahead of myself, I see the hair on my back. I'm on the road reading Kerouac, it's poems versus better raps. I think to myself, what's worth remembering versus defending the size of my manhood or confessional canned goods.
But they make almost see what I find in my life. I decided to give them a look. None of them give it a glance, and I guess that I'm sitting in the middle of an unread book. Letters are falling apart with the sentences and the road and the wording is permanent. Never been missed, such as been missed. Worded and misinterpreted is funny. I'm serving a sentence of solitary confinement. Result of the death sentence is still I'm writing assignment. But none of this is getting told in confidence. I reckon I spend confidential records just to hold the listener's attention.
I'm a veteran of spatial relationships. Clip your wings to fit you in, head shrinking magician, shape-shifting reptilian, turned body contortionist. Orphanages started offering torches to abortion clinics. I lost acquaintances and a morgue of lady friends. I gender bent the heaven sent angelic devil boy.
The God's androgynous.
I'm looking marvelous, but looks can kill. And they're unsure about my sexual orientation still. Put me in a special kind of case that only breaks if you hit it with a bouquet of flowers and baby birth arrangement. The vault is vacant, they're all looking for fault or blame. I called my agent the moment that I caught the train. I let him know I'm going nowhere. He's invited. If he leaves tonight, then he just might help me find it. But this is my burden to bear, not his. And I'm a sidekick without a sidekick, holding the future hostage. A loose cannon standing on the rooftop with a new respect and understanding of bartenders and locksmiths. They call me Daredevil, but I'm not precise enough. Unprofessional on an amateur level. I love my life too much.
Escape artist. Escape artist. Escape artist. Escape artist.
I'm in two places at once.
Escape artist.
I ain't slept in months.
Escape artist.
I'm just trying to get away. There ain't no magic in the breakdown, baby. No magic in the breakdown, baby. No magic in the break. No magic in the breakdown, baby.
Escape pussies. This hair is shooting in the heart. You know it's too big.
Magic in the breakdown,
Got a bulletproof heart. Hit me, baby. I'll never fall in love with you. Ever. If you got lost, so that too. Bitch.
Make some noise to Sage Francis, y'all.
Patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace. Grace is a little girl who wouldn't wash her face. Grace is a virtue, virtue is a mean between two extremes, one of excess, one of deficiencies. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a dirty stain. Cleanliness is next to godliness and isn't worth the pain. Grace is a virtue, virtue of the pageant, and this is not a love ballad. You suggested lithium to get me better again. That is unless if we get together again, but that ain't gonna happen never again. Send my well wishes to your nutritionist, your dietitian, your pharmacist, your personal trainer, and your accomplices, your partners in thought crime, your criminal group thinking, doctors online. There's a difference between what is and isn't. Business and friendship, parental assistance and an assistant, a permanent solution and a quick fix, a fit body and sound mind, 100-hour weeks and dangerous amounts of downtime. You got a lot to offer, but you're not an author. If I kill your persecution complex, that don't make you a martyr. Drop the styrofoam cross, you can't walk on water. You could use it for flotation, not a flying saucer. You suggested professional help, like I wasn't mentally well, like what I was feeling wasn't meant to be felt. Duly noted, you'll be quoted in the eulogy. They'll be passed off as poetry between you and me. I know you know the difference between confession and conjecture, prosody and needing to be lectured to a meter. The student becomes the teacher, the son becomes a parent. From a scab to teamster, the son becomes a parent. From a chemical imbalance to a litany of habits, and this is not a love ballad. You should drown me in that womanhood or teach me how to swim. Beat me with my own hands or tie down my limbs. Suffer for my sins or let me suffer from within. But in the end, this is not a love ballad. We can battle with tattoos to cover up the bruises. The first to show any sign of discomfort loses. For the first time in a long time, you're not who my muse is. And this is not a love ballad. I'm not thirsty, I've just got hungry eyes, and you look appetizing from a distant stare. Broken eye contact and disrepair. Sometimes I disappear. Oh, now you see me. I'm part Irish goodbye, other part Harry Houdini. Put my feet to the fire. I got Satan on my heels. heels. If it's all about prestige, just wait for the reveal. I got a new bag of tricks to turn, a new black magic woman witch to burn. So much for live and learn. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace. Grace is a little girl who wouldn't wash her face. Grace is a virtue, virtue is a mean between two extremes, one of excess, one of deficiencies. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a dirty stain. Cleanliness is next to godliness and isn't worth the pain. Grace is a virtue, the virtue of the pageant, and this is a music box that haunts me from the top shelf in the bedroom closet. I don't touch it, it just cuddles with my conscience. I'm on constant guard, jittery the whole night, clinging to sheets because it sings to me slow like. And that's her song running through an hourglass, built with 2 wine bottles that I found in a flower patch, planted it in quicksand, refusing to sink fast, abusing me slow. I hear the music and I think back, before the fall, before the setup, before the interest in sex even developed. I fell in love with distance, it's an ex's best friend. There used to be revenge, but I couldn't see no end. So I had to switch the lens and then focus on some flesh. No more clinging to old threads.
She's a fairy with broken wings. I used to watch her perform, and if she hears me, I hope she sings songs that had me going right back. Couldn't find anyone in town to talk about how no one like that should be confined to the ground we walk. She glides, so much it seems like she floats, and these folks decide to crush her wings until they're permanently broke. She'd ride gusts of wind just by the way she spoke. She cries but loves to sing songs of freedom and hope on the east side, hustling, discussing things that we quote in shallow conversations as if we have deep throats. We choke on our confusion, not sure if it's a heat stroke or if we need coats, trading in our cheap jokes for her C-notes. I see notes being passed to ask to see what these creeps wrote. The fine silly kids had flying privileges revoked. Ski slopes have been blocked off, they can't chat and sit. Had weights tied to her ankles, she most definitely can't skip down. She's held down by the transcripts my hands grip. Try to tie her wings back on before they once again clip. Panic stricken, she'll remain stuck on a Titanic sinking. She's trying to stay up, change her plan thinking it's okay. See, this is strange, but Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves in a way that kept them chained up. I'd like to see her take flight into the stars instead of letting her fly free. They keep her in jaws instead of letting them fly free. They keep them in jaws. I put my hand to the glass so hard that it might break the prison bars. It isn't hard to see why they keep her captive. She's naturally attractive, speaks with ad-libs. She's uncommonly talented, ain't enough adjectives to do her disposition justice. Kids are wishing for just a kiss and it's a mission to touch her lips. They can't trust her with freedom of movement. That's a chance to lose her quick if she ups and splits. You might as well call that discussion quit. They have ways to keep her down. The government's underlings enslave people in this town, especially if their culture's rich, exploiting talents, making her do a bunch of tricks with the rest of the wingless imports. Repeatedly told, you ain't a theory, just a bitch. But that stick, rub your tits, thrust your hips, suck my dick, run your shit, She's a fairy with broken wings. I used to go watch her perform, and if she hears me, I hope she sings songs that have me going right back. Couldn't find anyone in town to talk about how no one like that should be confined to the ground. When I was down in New York, she'd send me letters and I read her passages about how I left her to the savages. No matter how sad that is, I didn't cry, cause it was only a matter of time before they figured me out and tried to strip my pride. I knew the scoop, wish you could have seen the blueprints in my eye when I flew the coop, utilizing overground railroads in the sky. It was live or die. Let me let you in on the secret of mine. Me and you are different, girl. We don't even need wings to fly.
There once was a song called Arrest the President. Contemporary music, a hit with the kids, it was a top 10. I wasn't pop then, so I missed the bus a bit. But politics, it was on everybody's hot this summer list. And the cool kids were all rocking votes. I shit you not, I was pistol whipping cops for hip-hop. Ooh, yeah! On my soapbox, yelling into megaphones, killing hard rocks, using carcasses as stepping stones. Had a promise that I'd stop holding my marches the day that Chris Columbus got crucified in golden arches. My pedestal was too tall to climb off. In fact, that's the reason for the high horse. And from up here, I see Marines and Hummers on a conquest. Underdogs with wonder bras in a push-up contest. All for the sake of military recruitment. It felt like Kent State the way they targeted the students. I gallop off, whistling Ohio. The rest of them stuck doing stand-up at a cricket convention. Who would they die for? Is it the same machine that leaves equality applied for? An abominable colony of cyborgs clogging up the property that I bought with eyesores. That clever ad campaign ain't worth the time taken for minimum wage labor. I don't care how half-naked or fake she looks. She smells like dirty cash and aged paper books. Who would she die for? Slow down, Gandhi, you're killing them. Slow down, Gandhi, you're killing them. Now it's whistleblower versus the pistol holder. Case dismissed, they'll lock you up and throw away the key witness. Justice is the whim of a judge. Check his chest density. It leaves much room for error, and the rest left to destiny. The West Memphis 3 lost paradise. It's death penalty versus suicidal tendencies. All I wanted was a fucking Pepsi. Institution, making you think you're crazy is $1 billion industry. If they could sell sanity in a bottle, they'd be charging for compressed air. They're marketing healthcare. They demonize welfare. Middle class eliminated. Rich get richer till the poor get educated. But some of y'all still haven't grown into your face, and your face doesn't quite match your head. And I'm waiting for a brain to fill the dead space that's left. You're all give me ethnicity or give me dreads. Trust a funny and rebel without a cause for alarm. Cause when push turns to shove, you jump into your forefather's arms. He's a banker, you're part of the system. Off go the dreadlocks, in comes the income, the briefcase, the sickness, the symptom. When the cameras start rolling, stay the fuck out of the picture, pilgrim. The sickness, the symptom. When the cameras start rolling, slow down, Gandhi, you're killing them. Mr. Save the world, spare us the details. Save the females from losing interest. And Miss Save the universe, you're a damsel in distress. Tied down to a track of isolated incidents. Generalize my disease, I need a taste of what it's like. Living off the fat of kings, I play the scab at your hunger strike. Slow down, Gandhi, you're killing them. One love, one life, one too many victims. Republican, Democrat, one party system. Media goes in a frenzy, they're stripped of their credentials. Presidential candidates can't debate over this instrumental. Let them freestyle, winner takes all. When the music's dead, I'll have Ted Nugent's head hanging on my wall. Kill one of ours, we'll kill one of yours. With some friendly fire, that's a funny term, like Civil War. 6 in the morning, police at my crib. Now my nights consist of 2 toothpicks and eyelids, a crucifix and vitamins. Music that is pirated, new flavored food made of mutated hybrids. They tell me that it's not that bad. It fucks you up good, but it's not that bad. They hold on to these tales till it's the dog that wags. God save us all if he lets the cat out the bag. Who's the one to blame for the strain of my vocal cords? Who can pen a hateful threat but can't hold a sword? It's the same who complain about the global war but can't overthrow the local joker that they voted for. They call the shots but they're not in the line of fire. I call the cops but they break in the line of duty. Let's call a stop to the abuse of authority. The truth keeps calling me, and I'ma live to tell the story. So look for truth, quit seeking forgiveness. You need to cut the noose, but you don't believe in scissors. You support the troops, but wearing yellow ribbons. Just bring home my motherfucking brothers and sisters, cause they don't call the shots, but they're in the line of fire. I'd like to call the cops, but they break in the line of duty. It's time to call a stop to the abuse of authority. The truth keeps calling me, and I'ma live to tell the story.
Metal superstar, that is what you are. Coming from a farm, reaching with your arm. Come away with me to another ranch. We can rely on a tree branch.
Greeting is on. A healthy distrust.
my love was strong. A sea lion laying down low. A song in the air, western singer care. When singer can be among song. The force of my love was strong. A sea lion laying down low. A song in the air, western singer care. When singer can be among song.
Ma, look what I did, Ma. Look what I did to my hands, I broke them. You gave me the stone, gave me the chisel. Did it say how to hold them? Did it say give away every piece of the puzzle till I was left with nothing? But I took it upon myself to crush it up and distribute the dust. Get in a bus, hop in a van, jump in the water, crawl to the land, build another castle out of the sand, break it down and then I get into the saddle again. Going city to city, I'm already lost. Tell the boss who is new in town. I'ma ride this horse till it bucks me off and I'm forced to shoot it down. I'ma take him out for some gasoline. I'ma trade this cow for some magic beans. Make mom proud of the deals that I made, cause I'm just a modern day Johnny Appleseed. But I'm glad that I never passed the jeans and I never put down the axe. Piano man, gonna check a dance floor, the grace and a painful look on his face. Cause the crowd is packed and the louder they clap, the less he is able to make the connection between what he sees when he hears certain notes and the hurt that is shown in his facial expression. Don't need your go ahead to go ahead. Nah, no, fiddle's going easy, but sweet Jesus wants to sleep with me. Way too many moves to learn, but not enough people to put them on. Look at mine, no hands, I built this suit of armor with wooden arms.
The force of my love was strong. A sea lion laying down low. A song in the air, western singer care. When singer can be among song. The force of my love was strong. A sea lion laying down low. A song in the air, western singer care. When singer can be among song.
I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name. I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name.
I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassing, I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassing, I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. So preoccupied with self-indulgency to see what you provided me. I fully appreciate your offering. The awful things in life are lesson, but lessons of self-acceptance. I'm a best and I regret keeping a distance. For future reference, don't burn bridges are preventable. I know the tribes, humanity as a whole it will collide. Now close the gap, dwell on what we share. What separates us, we're all different, but what makes us a unit? Music is a universal language, so is anguish, pain, and torment. Balance of emotions, it shows our happiness have a bonus. No one picking sides, one without the other is impossible. Forgot what I was supposed to say. They call it bipolar, unstable conditions, they got me looking over my shoulder. The book that I wrote you was meant to move the time slower, but it was spent cooking my mind's motor. Now I'm older, I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to claim a name. Embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors of future endeavors.
I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassing, I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassing, I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. Yeah, it was in the cards that I'm to be forever haunted. Hip-hop is slowly but surely becoming the big brother I never wanted. Hold me but hurt me, purely demonic. Still my head is astonished with sonics, aesthetics, poetics, and honest, unpolished rhetoric. Everything as its negative, consciously edit, constantly get rid of the rigorous, repetitive movements embedded in you. Since it's easier to talk to you about it than to do it, here I am, center of the spot. spotlight. They all drunk and smiling, waiting for the cockfight. Time to entertain since the clock of life. So I became the freak you can't help staring at, even though you know it's not right. Embarrassment sits in between insecurity and arrogance. I'm a machine with a clarity I can barely grip. So if I seem red in the face, it's not cause I feel out of place. It's just that I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name. Embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to kill the breakdown.
I could yell all day, all night, all day. I still doubt that you would hear a word I say. And I could drive all night, all day, all night. But if you stay with me, you'll never get it right. And I could yell all day, all night, all day. I still doubt that you would hear a word I say. And I could drive all night, all day, all night. But if you stay with me, you'll never get it right. I was never much for the self-driven skepticism. I was that cat that let distraction affect my vision. You were the kitten that would scream to cover up the sound of landing or crashing. However, it was going down, but it's going down, it's going fast. And I have no doubts about whether or not it's gonna last. Fill the glass, tilt your head back, let it trickle through the throat to where you hide your giggles and your laughs. I'll wait to find the correct departure time. Shut my eyes to keep the lights from climbing up inside the mind. Some belong to you, and some belong to me, but none of them escape the contemplation necessary. You can't scare me, but you can keep it buried. Put your hands on the circle, try to steer me. And now that I sing all of my songs for singing, I'm guessing that it's just a test to see how strong I can bring it.
I was a lot more comfortable being vulnerable and open when I was younger, and it wasn't clear if I was or wasn't joking. But so much is broken, I'm just like fuck it, the fix is in. If I can't hide in plain sight anymore, I'll just stay hidden. It's been a minute since I left this domicile. No need to change my outfit, I'll rock it like it's going out of style. It's out of style, ain't no one here to tell me otherwise. It gets more difficult to stay inside during the summertime, but most of the time it's just like any other time. Avoid personal interaction and human touch, shut the blinds. It's been a while since I left the spatula pad. I need to go to the market soon cause the food is going bad, food is bad. I found it's difficult to just cook for one with healthy recipes, well depending on what book they're from. If you wanna eat healthy, you gotta dirty some dishes. The frozen dinner's quickly ready to serve and it's so delicious. It's not delicious, it's disgusting, but it satiates the hunger with a quickness. And hey, at least it's something. At least it's something, at most it's nothing. Fuck's wrong with me? I don't know, I'm just adjusting. It's been a month since I left this cabin. The doctor was worried about a fever and other difficulties I've been having. She called me on Christmas, that was my gift. She was worried I might die. I said I might die. No shit. It's been forever since I've said something that I can't wiggle free from. If there's anything I cherish in this self-inflicted prison, it's freedom. Comes at a cost, so I'm private to a fault. Till I default on the loan for home. It's actually more like a vault. No one knows a combo but little old me, the head honcho, the holder of the key. Alone but never lonely. It's been a millennia since I left this dominion. Been in the company of any women. At least I got my kittens. Spent more cash on my cat than I did myself. When he stopped eating, I took him to the vet so they could check his health. They put a feeding tube into his neck. I said, please let this work, cause if it doesn't, I got nothing left. I didn't say that, but they saw that. Cat had my tongue, I didn't speak at all. They told me to call back, but it wasn't weird. I did nothing but stand right there. But to fix this, money's no object, type stare. It's been a year since I stepped into anyone else's private quarters. I've been busy self-diagnosing disorders. First world problems, yeah. USA, #1, top of the world. I'm in a tux and cummerbund. Welcome everyone to the party of the century. It's sure to be one for the books, no doubt. Medical ones especially. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr.
cries, but loves to sing songs of freedom and hope on the east side. Hustling, discussing things that we quote in shallow conversations as if we have deep throats. We choke on our confusion, not sure if it's a heat stroke or if we need coats. Trading in our cheap jokes for her C notes. I see notes being passed. I ask to see what these creeps wrote. To find silly kids that flying privileges revoke. Ski slopes have been blocked off, they can't chance it. Had weights tied to her ankles, she most definitely can't skip town. She's held down by the transcripts, my hands grip. Try to tie her wings back on before they once again clip. Panic stricken, she'll remain stuck on a Titanic sinking. She's trying to stay up. Change her plan, thinking it's okay. See, this is strange, but Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves in a way that kept them chained up. I'd like to see her take flight into the stars instead of letting her fly free. They keep her in jaws instead of letting them fly free. They keep them in jaws. I put my hand to the glass so hard that it might break the prison bars. It isn't hard to see why they keep her captive. She's naturally attractive, speaks with ad-libs. She's uncommonly talented. Ain't enough adjectives to do her disposition justice. Kids are wishing for just a kiss and it's a mission to touch her lips. They can't trust her with freedom of movement. That's a chance to lose her quick if she ups and splits. You might as well call that discussion quick. They have ways to keep her down. The government's underlings enslave people in this town, especially if their culture's rich, exploiting talents, making her do a bunch of tricks with the rest of the wingless imports. Repeatedly told, you ain't a theory, you just a bitch. But that stick, rub your tits, thrust your hips, suck my dick, run your shit, run your shit. She's a fairy with broken wings. I used to go watch her perform, and if she hears me, I hope she sings songs that have me going right back. Couldn't find anyone in town to talk about how no one like that should be confined to the ground. When I was down in New York, she'd send me letters and I read her passages about how I left her to the savages. No matter how sad that is, I didn't cry, cause it was only a matter of time before they figured me out and tried to strip my pride. I knew the scoop, wish you could have seen the blueprints in my eye when I flew the coop, utilizing overground railroads in the sky. It was live or die. Let me let you in on the secret of mine. Me and you are different, girl. We don't even need wings to fly.